Kuala Lumpur, capital of Malaysia and home to close to 9 million people in one of the fastest growing metropolitan regions in Southeast Asia. And I thought today I'm gonna make a little bit a different video and open my archives as I sometimes like to do, and talk about my nightlife experience here in KL, which is already a few years back. When I worked in Malaysia about 10 years ago, not 10 years ago, but I worked 3 times in Malaysia at different times in different cities, not in KL, in Kuala Lumpur, but I've been here so many times. And at the time there was nightlife in KL, but I lived in places like Hong Kong and also been to Singapore and other places, and the nightlife in KL at the time I didn't find really interesting or great. Nothing really special, because Malaysia, it's a Muslim country and it's a little bit more conservative, things like that. But there was one location here in KL which was really an institution, very famous, and I liked going here. And you can see it already in the video here right in front of me. These are the remains of the famous beach club, or beach club cafe as it was called officially. Those guys of you who lived in Southeast Asia, I don't need to introduce the beach club, because you all have been there, right? You all have been here, and this place was a legend. As I mentioned, there are other areas here in KL where you can enjoy nightlife, also freelancers and girls and stuff like that. But you cannot compare the nightlife in KL with the nightlife in Bangkok or the Philippines. But this place, the beach club, was different, and this was where everything was happening. This was the place to be when you came to KL, and unfortunately, just to give you the story, it had to close down in 2020. We all know why, because of the crisis, right? And now it's just nothing. It's just a leftover building, and nobody even has started to build anything new here. For me it's okay, because I don't miss the nightlife really. I stopped all doing this, but it's part of my history, my life and my memory. And I just want to be honest, the beach club in KL was a lot of fun. 95% of the people who came here were actually tourists, foreigners. This was their main clientele, and that's why they had to close down, because in 2020 the whole country shut down. So they lost all their business, and they never really opened it up again. I don't know why, because now things are back to normal, but I have no idea why they decided not to reopen it, because I'm pretty sure this place would be rocking again. But anyway, and I just try to remember the prices for the girls, for a one-night stand, for example, for a long time service. I don't remember, but I don't remember exactly, but at the time it was about 500 ringgit. That was the to-go rate, not for short time, but for long time. That means she would stay overnight. 500 ringgit, which is today about maybe $120 roughly, something like that. And that was it also at the time. So just for your information, so that all was about 10 to 14 years ago. Just for your reference, I don't know how the prices are today. I hear they are skyrocketing. They are way more expensive than in these days. So I honestly say that was a good price at the time for $100 or $120 for an overnight freelancer. That was okay. And I remember that we planned these trips. I was in Indonesia at the time, and in Medan in Sumatra, in the western part of Indonesia, and my buddy was in Jakarta, and he worked in KL before. He knew Malaysia, he knew the beach club, and we made an appointment to meet in KL to go to the beach club and have fun. Yeah, this is how we did it, you know. So I flew from Medan to KL. It's about a 1-hour flight, and my buddy came. So this is how we did it, how we set it up, you know. So this was so much fun and so popular that people really traveled from other expat locations in Southeast Asia just to go to the beach club. Was a big club with different rooms and stuff. They had a little garden also. I believe they could fit like 1,500 people, so that was a lot. They offered food, of course, live music, DJs, everything you would expect from a proper club or a disco. So that location was everything. They included everything. That was really, really nice. And it was not sleazy also. That's one thing. It was not a sleazy location. Yeah? As a matter of fact, I hear that actually many celebrities visited this club, you know. I don't know if this is true or not. I've never seen one when I was there. So I was here, I visited this club, let's say between 2011 and 2014. That was the time when I was visiting this location. Yeah, not every weekend because I worked in different places, but from time to time when I was in KL, I came here and enjoyed. What I remember is also that this beach club was very famous for the Vietnamese girls who hung out there at the time. The same like in Singapore at the time. About like 10 years ago, Singapore, the Orchard Tower in Singapore was frequented by heaps and tons of Vietnamese chicks. And this was the same here in the beach club. So many Vietnamese girls, but also you had girls from Thailand and Philippines and other countries, but the Vietnamese definitely were in the majority. And as far as I remember, they all hung out here at the roadside in front of the club because they were not allowed inside. I don't remember, but there were plenty of girls, chicks, all freelancers. Everybody knew that was a freelance spot. Some guys didn't like it, no problem, but again, the expats who came to KL and who came here to this beach club, they knew what they wanted and what they came for. They wanted to pick up a freelancer most likely and enjoy with the girls. So that was an open secret and a very, very unusual for Malaysia, because Malaysia is conservative. I mentioned this already. Yes, also today you have nightlife spots, and in this area here you have also some other bars and restaurants still going, but you can really not compare the entire, even in Kuala Lumpur, a big city, you cannot compare the nightlife of KL to, let's say, Bangkok. I mean, Bangkok is the craziest of all, but maybe followed by the Philippines. But still, they had this club running. It was a money printing machine. It was packed, especially on the weekends, packed with expats, expatriates, foreigners, tourists, you know. It was so popular. Every expat who lived lived in KL knew the beach club basically and hung out there. Now the expats who hung out there, they were no idiots or I don't know, lost souls. No, when you are an expat in Asia, you have a well-paid job, and this is what you do. You go to these places where the girls are, and the girls go to the places where these rich expats, let's say, are. You know, same like in Hong Kong. So I just thought I share this with you. Great memories. I just want to be honest. Even I'm not into this anymore today. Yeah, not at all. But yeah, because I've never really talked about the nightlife in KL, because there is actually not much to talk about, and even at the time, and also because I was not stationed in KL, I was in other places, in Borneo for example, or in Ipoh, which is a smaller city north of Malaysia. But maybe I will do a video on the nightlife in Malaysia, but that is not relevant to today's time standard. It's just during my crazy times between, let's say, 2010 and 2008 and 2011, when I was here in Malaysia. So yeah, maybe I will do a follow-up video. But yeah, so again, it was a really good memory, and this place was outstanding. It stood out definitely, and yeah, it's a pity that it's closed. If it would be open today, I would probably just look from the outside and then remember all the funny things, but I would not go inside, because this is not for me anymore. I have nothing to do with this. It's none of my business anymore, and I've done it all, and it's all the same anyway. But I don't want to bore you with that story. I will check out now here from Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, and I hope you like this video. If you have any questions regarding dating in Malaysia, I have released a video, actually only one. I've released not so many videos, yeah, because again, regarding the nightlife, I have not much experience except the beach club. But anyway, checking out now. Thanks for watching. Looking forward to your comments, and I'm gonna see you in one of my next videos. Take care. Bye bye.